If you are a family law firm running Google Ads, this is the #1 mistake that you cannot be making. And I will explain what that mistake is. But first, what I want to show you is the customer journey for someone in Google Ads and how this process works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in divorce attorney near me. This is how your potential clients search. What happens is Google is going to register a location for that. And so we want to make sure our ad is relevant to that location. You could do this with your targeting. You could do this with dynamic ad headlines. Targeting is a little bit more reliable. So what happens is, if you think about a scent trail, think about a dog chasing somebody down. What we do is we give the dog something to smell of the person, and then they follow that scent all the way to the person. Your client is exactly the same way. They started this scent trail off with divorce attorney near me. Now we want to keep this scent trail alive all the way through the process. Or you can think about it like breadcrumbs, right? I'm going to leave breadcrumbs along the way so they can find their way home. So first thing that gets your attention is obviously the ads. This is how Google makes all their money. And a well-written ad is going to contain exactly what they're looking for to keep the scent trail alive. So because I typed in divorce attorney and I typed in near me, clearly I'm interested in an attorney and I'm interested in the location. And so this person did an excellent job, whoever this is, kudos if you see this video. They say Lando Lakes Divorce Law Firm. So they hit on the Lando Lakes part and they hit on the fact that they're a divorce law firm. I'm not a huge fan of this headline unless they run statewide, that's fine. But they say divorce attorneys here. They kind of got lazy right here. They say Florida, that's fine, right? You get the idea because they have the headline. Then they give me some value propositions here, working to protect your assets. They probably want to attract people with assets. They also have a call to action here, call now. Divorce lawyers gets highlighted by Google because this scent trail is so important. And then they highlight other relevant keywords like family law attorney. So this ad did a really good job to get my attention, right? If your ad doesn't look like this when someone's typing that in, you need to rewrite your ad so you can get that attention. So what we do for our clients generally is we put all of these keywords all over this ad so it gets a ton of attention. Now, the next big thing that happens is this is going to redirect to a page. Now, generally what we do for our clients is we use a landing page. And so I'll explain the differences when I show you what normal people do or normal advertisers, right? What most people do when they send this Google ad somewhere is they send it to a homepage. Now, I didn't click this person's ad because I'm not a monster and I don't want to charge them $25. But this is your average homepage for a family law firm. And so what we have here is a page that looks very nice. These are very nice looking ladies, but we have no clue what they do. The scent trail is dead. Right? We know that they're compassionate and they're knowledgeable and they're aggressive, but that could be for criminal law, that could be for probate, that could be for personal injury, right? That could be for anything. We don't really know what they do yet. Now, what they did do well here is they do have a phone number right here, right? Which is not a bad place for a phone number. I would make sure that that phone number is clickable on mobile. I'm going to show you the mobile view in a second here. And if we look at their logo, we still don't know what they do. Now, only when we look at their menu do we understand that they do family law and criminal law. And that is pretty small. And generally, people give you like 5 seconds to make a decision whether or not they're going to move forward with this. Now, what we would like to see on this page is I would like to see a form over here that says free case evaluation, and we have our form fields. I would like to see a headline here that says Lando Lakes Divorce Attorney, and then I would like to see a value proposition or something underneath. Now, if you don't want to have your page look like that with a form over here and a headline over here because we want to display something nice here, the other tasteful way to do it that still really converts is you do a big headline here that says exactly who you are, what you do, and where you do it. You have a supporting subheadline, and then you have a nice button here, or potentially 2 buttons where they can fill out a form and call your firm, right? And then if you really want to layer on the conversion rate, you also put a number here, and you put the logo over here, right? Now this site looks really, really nice. It's very balanced, and we have enough call to actions. So you're probably like, who the heck are you telling me to do all these things to my website, right? I have some data for you. I had a page that looked just like this for a client recently, and it said something to this effect, right? It said a tagline instead of conversion language, and they were converting at around 1.6%. What the heck does that mean, right? That means for every 100 clicks that go to the site, they get 1.6 leads. You're probably thinking that sounds terrible. I know, it's brutal, right? Now, when we made an optimization, we did exactly what I just talked about. I'll kind of draw the layout that we use for them. We put where they served and what they did. So it was something to the extent of Tampa divorce lawyers serving Pinellas, Hillsborough, and whatever other county it was for them. We had a sub-headline there just talking about their value propositions. And then we put a form over here that said free case evaluation, and we collected first name, last name, phone number, and email, and we had a submit button, right? That was all we did to the page, and we tested it. And what happened was it started converting at around 7% from 1.6%. So we 6x the amount of leads that they got just from this single test. That is a huge implication for a firm if you're getting thousands of people to your website every month. And it doesn't just end here. You can do this on every page of your website. So every page somebody visits, you're gonna get way more conversions, right? So that is what you should not be doing. Now, the other reason you don't wanna send people to your homepage is because people have terrible attention spans. So they're gonna go and click over here, they're gonna click over here, they might click right here, they might go read your blog, and then they might get bored and forget why they were there and leave. I know that sounds really bad, like people are not that dumb, but just the data shows that when you use heat mapping that people get really distracted. And so what you wanna do is you wanna send them to a landing page. Now what a landing page does is it has all of these elements like I talked about, and it has none of this. We don't have a menu, we don't have any of that stuff, so they can't leave the page. They're either on it and convert, or they leave altogether. Now, generally what happens when you do this is your Google Ads conversion rate will go from, around 7%, 10% in that range for Google Ads traffic. It'll jump up to 25 to 30%, which is a huge, huge win, right, when you're paying for these clicks. So landing pages are definitely the way to go. Now, let me show you one more thing when it comes to this site. This is what people see when they arrive on a mobile browser. Now, most of the traffic, 60, 70, maybe even 80% of your traffic is mobile, depending on your traffic sources. This is what they're gonna look at. Now, this looks a little messed up because I zoomed in on it, so give them a break there. But they're gonna see this nice photo, right? They're gonna see nice people, which we do like. We like showing off, a nice looking team. But again, we're just gonna get compassionate, knowledgeable, aggressive, and we're not getting the phone number in the mobile view. That is huge because that is our first point of conversion, and we wanna make sure that that's in there. And so, we don't have a phone number here. We can't see what they do because the menu is collapsed. And so this page for me doesn't do a lot, right? I don't know what the heck they do. I don't know how to convert. And more than likely, if I'm impatient, I'm just gonna leave and go to someone else. And this is how your potential new clients are shopping for you. Now, if I scroll down a little bit, let me get out of here. If I scroll down, there's a number. I'm gonna try and click it actually. All right, it looks like you can click this to call. So that's at least a plus for them. And so at this point, we still don't know what they do if we're scanning, right? Doesn't say anything about divorce in here. The scent trail is dead. Now they have a call to action, which is good. And now finally it says family law facing a divorce. So I had to scroll quite a few times to get to what they did. And this is where you're gonna lose your clients, right? They're gonna leave because they're gonna go to someone else who says exactly what they do, and they're gonna get the conversion. And again, when we test this stuff for our clients, where we put exactly what they do and how they do it, and we give them a lot of chances to convert, our conversion rates go through the roof. So if you're making this mistake with Google Ads and you're like, wow, this sounds crazy, and you have questions, go ahead, book a call with us. We're happy to talk about it.